Hello everyone, and so if you're looking for a good detachable pot and pan set, then this video is for you. I bought and tested out 3 different pots and pan sets, except for one of these which was gifted to me. This one here from Detachable was actually gifted to me, so I do want to thank them for actually sending that over to me. But here we have 3 different pots and pan sets. I'm going to be going over the pros and cons of each of them and letting you know which one I think is best. Keep in mind that this video isn't sponsored by any of these pots and pans, and I'm just going to be doing my honest review, so let's go ahead and get started. So the first pots and pan set that we have is this one from Red Chef. So I got the tan color version here. They do have multiple color options as well, but when I'm looking at detachable pots and pans, I'm mainly looking at the handle, okay? So the handle is one of the main aspects that I look at. So this is the actual detachable handle that it comes with. So you just squeeze it and then you lock it. It locks into place, and if you slide this down, that's how it unlocks. So as far as trying it out goes, if you squeeze it, it's pretty sturdy as far as making sure that it locks in to actually hold onto the pot or pan itself. The pot or pan itself, I'm not sure what it's made out of actually, but what I like about it is that it does feel sturdy, and you can switch between pots and pans. As far as if I'm cooking in this one here, I could actually go ahead and use this one here as well. It does include a cover, all right? Keep in mind that with this Red Chef pots and pan set, there's like different combinations that you could actually have included with it. So this cover works on this top here. It works on this top here, but it doesn't work for this top here. But I'm sure with a different combination, you could actually have it so you get another cover for this part over here. So as you can see here, this is how it works. Now, one thing in particular I do want to test out is actually seeing if the pot and pan handle doesn't get hot, okay? So ideally it shouldn't get hot, but I know with some old style pots and pan sets, they do tend to get hot, even the handle itself. But even so, I mean, this is what it'll actually look like when you're actually using it. So if I do want to turn on my stove, letting it heat up, again, pretty useful as far as making sure it locks into place. And the handle itself isn't going to get hot from what it seems, just because it's a detachable handle, which is something that I like. But even in particular, it looks great. Can't wait to use it. I'll leave that one inside there. But let's go ahead and move on to the next detachable pots and pans set. So the next one that we have here is this one from Detachable. So it's a 3-piece that you have here. No covers are included. But as far as the handle goes, this is the handle, the detachable handle that's included. So you can see here that it does include like a segment piece that is detachable from this handle here. So in order to actually use it, you got to push it and it locks into a place. And then detach it for this one here, push it into place, and then detach it. So overall, this one here is made of a really good material. And in addition to that, I wish it did include covers, but even so, this does work fine as a detachable handle pots and pan set. If I do push it in, it's gonna be kind of questionable as far as it feeling sturdy or so. So if you do want to switch between pots or pans in this set here, so imagine if I'm cooking here and then I want to switch over to this one here, I would have to detach it, and then it's going to require me to like hold on to the opposite side and actually push up against it so that it locks into place. So overall with this one in particular, it does feel great. Can't wait to use it. But let's go ahead and move on to the next pots and pans set. So this next pots and pan set is from Sode. So with this in particular, it does have a few more pieces, but again, keep in mind with all the pots and pans or detachable pots and pan sets that I've gone over, they all have like different combinations. You can get like a 3-piece or a 5-piece or a 12-piece. So this one in particular, it has a lot more pieces to it. Like you have like 2 different detachable handles. And even so, as far as using this goes, you simply just lock it here, twist it, and then it holds on to the pot just like that. What I like about this here is that it's actually got a 2-lock security mechanism, in which if you go ahead and unlock it by accident, it's actually still going to hold on to the pot, okay? It's a little loose, but it still holds on to the pot. So I do really like that 2-step added security measure to make sure that this actually stays on and you don't fall, or the pot and pan doesn't fall down and actually accidentally detach. Now, as far as fully detaching it goes, you have to press this button here, and then it's fully going to detach from the pot or pan. So it really feels secure. I really love the 2-step mechanism that they got going on from Sode. So this is what it looks like. And you can see all the different components and pieces here. So you got a multi-use cover included here with it. As far as using it goes, feels very sturdy. Again, it's like on the It's a little loose, but again, it's that two-step security mechanism, and if you press it again, it's going to fully unlock. So a lot of variety of different pieces included here. You've got some basically different size pots and pans. You've got the cover. You've also got like these plastic covers, which can be used to actually cover kind of just like that, all right? So multi-use covers over here as well. Let's say like you're done eating or something and you just want to cover it really quickly, but don't want to use this cover. I personally find this quite useful. I noticed that the pots themselves, they actually do have like some spouts for actually pouring at the end as well. Not the pans though, the pans don't keep that separate. And it also includes like this felt pad as well. So when placing hot things down, you could actually place the felt pad there and it works perfectly just fine. And so this one in particular, I'm actually quite pleased with as far as like, again, don't be kind of swayed by the number of pieces here. All the pots and pan sets that I've gone over, they do have different options for different piece sets. But this one in particular, I just happen to have the most number of pieces attached to it with. If you ever need to actually hold two hands to a pot or pan set, let's say it's pretty heavy, you could actually go have like two ways to actually hold it. So that's pretty neat in that sense as far as having two detachable handles goes. So very, very pleased with this overall. Now, as far as which one I feel like I think is best, I really got to give it to Sode. So the Sode detachable pots and pan set, I'd say the main thing that I'm looking for when it comes to the handles, okay? The handles for me is what makes a big difference. I know that they're non-stick. I know the material also matters as well and the size and the number of the pieces. But what I'm mainly looking for is the handles. What I want is for a pot and pan to not fall while it's actually attached to the handle. And with this Sode pots and pan set, it really feels like it isn't going to fall, right? I really love the added two-step security measure that they have in which, let's say this accidentally unlocks, it's still going to hold onto the pot or pan, which is really neat. And to fully disengage, you actually have to press down on the button for it to fully disengage. Overall, it even looks great. The lids themselves, they feel great. It has like these covers here, and I would personally use these just because sometimes when I'm like done eating dinner, I don't actually need like a full-blown cover like this. I just want to cover it because I'm going to like eat it later in a couple hours. So these covers work absolutely fantastic and well. The felt covers are just an added bonus. I personally probably won't be using it, but if you want to, it's more than welcome. You're more than welcome to, and it's there. But overall, I say that this would be the best pot or best detachable pot and handle, just because of the handle itself having that two-step security measure. And then I do want to give a special mention to Red Chef for also having a pretty decent handle as far as, you know, when you actually attach the handle to it, it does feel pretty sturdy, okay? You just have to make sure that you don't press this down because once you do, it is going to fall. But even so, special mention to this one just because it looks great, feels great as well. And they got a variety of different pieces that are included with this.